welcome to tonight's presentation of UGA Ice Dawgs Hockey. I'm Torrin Smith, joined by Joe Kopshow. Tonight's game is between the UGA Ice Dawgs and the Clemson Tigers. The last time we saw these two teams, the Dogs were on the road in South Carolina, where they beat Clemson 5-4.
And the Dogs are on a 9-game winning streak, or looking to go to a 9-game winning streak after winning 8 games straight. And some big things looking forward to today are Ryan Testino in goal. However, while these teams have played, Testino was not the goalie last time they played. And I'm also looking for a big game from Eberle. He clinched the game last time with that 5th goal. I'm looking to see a lot from him today. What about you, Torrin?
Yeah, definitely. The penalty kill was the story of last game, with 2 shorthanded goals in the 3rd period to put the Dogs up by 2 late. And Clemson with a last-second goal made it 5-4. Those goals were from Spicer and Mazzaro shorthanded, so we'll see if the Dogs can keep that penalty kill success. We'll take a look at the starting lineups for tonight's game. For the Dogs, it's the second line of Gutman, Bardo, and Spicer. And on the back end, it's Hagen and Martin. And in goal, the big man, Ryan Testino, getting his first start of the weekend. As the two teams take their spots for the first face-off, we are set to go for the second game of 3 this weekend. Face-off won by Clemson. We are go here from downtown Athens. As Bardo's hard in on the forecheck, Gutman picks up the puck down in the corner. And behind the net, puck stripped from him though, taken away by Samuelson. He tries to get it out to center, but it's taken away by Martin. Still digging for it at center ice, and he'll just chop it into the opposite corner. Bardo chasing. He brings Dubos into the boards. Samuelson in to help him out. Still digging for it. Dubos and Samuelson rimmed around the boards. And taken down in front, Gutman trying to get cut to the net, but he couldn't quite get to it. And the Tigers will shoot it out to center ice. Hagen with a quick up though. Spicer's there at the blue line, but poked away from him by Samuelson. The Tigers will go back the other way. Mishandled the pass though. Bigda takes it away from him. Mazzaros in the high slot. Cutting the net, backhand shot turned away. Good block there by Dubos. Up off the boards and out to center ice. Clemson walking in down the left wing side. Stops and waits for help, looking up to the point, but the puck will leave the zone. Pass intended for Peterson. Blomqvist shoots it back down. Hagen, D-to-D pass in front of the net for Strauss, up for Mazzaros. Good breakout here for the Dogs, looking for Conway with speed down the right wing side. He's got Bigda back door. Shot just goes over the side of the net. Good chance there for Conway. Puck stays in the zone off the pinch from Strauss. Mazzaros there looking for Conway back door, but that shot just bounces off to the side. Conway still with it, looking up to the point. Poole coming down, but he mishandled the pass. Another centering attempt from Mazzaros, but no one was there. Strauss able to keep it in the zone. Good play there at the blue line. Poole down low looking for Conway. Circling back, goes up top for Strauss at the point. He shoots one, tipped in front. Good save there by Kearney. And Owen Turner will take it the other way. Looking up ice, but the pass just in front of the stick of Kopf. Kopf digging for it. Centering pass just out front of the stick. So the Dogs will bring it back out. In the middle of a change, Govea chops it back into the zone. Both teams with fresh legs out there now. Poole in behind the net, looking up ice. Here's Conway down the right wing side as the rest of his line changes. Conway still pushing through into the corner, pokes it around. Santa Maria there. Tries to make a move around his man, but a good stick there from Govea. Bryant will chop it down into the Georgia zone. Puma around the boards looking for Campbell. Cameron Campbell had 2 goals in last night's game. He passes it out in front for McDonald, cutting to the net. McDonald with a shot, but a good save there by Kearney. Good chance early here for the Dogs. Looking for the quick up as Clemson's caught changing. Up for Campbell, but it's sticked away from him by Samuelson. Little extra contact at the blue line from those two. A hard check behind the net by McDonald, and that gets the crowd going. O'Brien in the corner. He's chased by McDonald. William McDonald returning from injury in last night's game, was his first game back. So it's good to see him out there, and he has not lost a step as Samuelson skates it back the other way. On the left wing side, shot easily saved by Testino. We get our first whistle of the game.
And I really like that play by the Ice Dawgs defenseman. Instead of going and attacking the puck, letting up a pass, he instead takes away the passing lane, knowing he has Testino behind him, who is very sure-eyed, very sure-gloved, and that's an easy save for Testino. A really good job by the defenseman to trust his goalie and give him a clear line of sight.
Testino coming off a win. His last start against Coastal Carolina, winning 6-2. The Dogs will be rematching against the Chanticleers on Sunday at 5 p.m. As the faceoff is won. Quick shot off the draw, turned away by Testino. Good save there. Pass out in front, just ahead of the stick. So it will be in the corner. Out in front, again, the pass broken up. Another shot, though. Good save there by Testino to pad that one away. And Methvin will take it back the other way. Eberle chops it into the zone, but it went up into the Clemson bench.
And folks, we should expect a good game tonight. Already pretty even here while UGA has held the possessive time. 3 shots for Clemson, beating out UGA 2. They're really going to take those shots early, and while this face-off's going to be in the middle of the ice, this is an important face-off for the Ice Dawgs, who have struggled with that already and throughout the year.
Face-off won by the Tigers, taken back just inside the blue line. Peterson passes it off for Blomqvist. Return pass for Peterson, but he's hounded by Eberle. Hard check in the corner. We got a penalty coming up here on Eberle, as Blomqvist is still down. Clemson looking for a whistle. That's not Blomqvist, pardon me. That's Peterson in the corner. Finally, we get a whistle here as the Dogs touch up. So Peterson skates off under his own power. That's a good sign as Eberle heads to the box. So it's going to be 2 minutes for boarding to David Eberle.
And we saw that penalty last night, a little more rare of a penalty, but when the skater for Clemson is skating towards the boards, you just have to slow up. You can't hit him from behind like that and force him into the boards. Probably a good call. Eberle trying to make a play there off a bad pass and almost does, but just has a little too much momentum and boards him there.
Eberle known to lay the body. We saw him with a few big hits in last night's game. Unfortunate break here for him. First chance to look at this Clemson power play. They were 2 for 4 last time these teams went. But the story really was all Dogs on the penalty. So they were 1 for 4 on the power play. The Dogs had most of the scoring opportunities on the Clemson power plays. But that many penalties were bound to catch up to you.
And that was something I've never seen before. Eberle's stick was stuck inside the glass and the panel on the Clemson side. We'll have another face-off here in the Georgia zone.
Face-off to the right of Testino. And it's won by the Dogs. Martin settles it and fires it down the ice. We'll take a few seconds off the clock here on this penalty. Blomqvist looking up ice. Passes it off. Here's Kopp walking in on the right wing side. Good stick there by Hagen to take it away from him. But they regain control, circles back up to the point. Brucker across for Dubos, but his shot wide. Or Blomqvist, pardon me, his shot was wide. Kept in at the point, though. Good stick there as it will leave the surface.
It's really interesting here. Bill Martin and Hagen, Truman Hagen, really the 2 freshman defenders that get a lot of time during the power plays, both offensive power plays and defensive. Really interesting to see freshmen here get into the game. That's not something you usually see, but both are great defensively and offensively. You'll love to see them on the ice.
Hagen, one of the excellent penalty killers of the Ice Dawgs. He is frequently out there as McDonald's first man to the puck on the clearing attempt. Good forecheck here from the speedy forward. Campbell back checking now. Owen Turner chips it down into the corner. Hagen loses a step. Owen Turner first to the puck, but a great stick by Hagen to take it away, and he'll shoot it back down the ice. Looks like it banked off of the referee and into the Clemson bench, so face-off will be at center ice.
And it's amazing how Coach trusts both of these freshman defensemen to really kill a penalty. I mean, while that puck goes off the referee and into the Clemson bench, I mean, just talking about how amazing it is for freshmen to get playing time and then be trusted a penalty kill is really quite amazing. Now we're going to have a line switch here. We'll see if these 4 can do just as good as the first.
Veterans of Poole and Strauss out there to take their spots. With just under a minute left to go on the Clemson power play, Samuelson walks the line, passes it down low, but just off the stick of Kopp. And that puck will go all the way back out to center ice. Owen Turner regrouping, passes it across for Samuelson. He'll chip it off the boards, but offsides is called.
Georgia down early in the face-off category. This would be huge to win one and fire it down the ice. About 35 seconds left in the penalty. If they can win this face-off and fire it down, that would take another 10 seconds off, something really big. Something about these seniors, or more senior defenders here in Strauss and Poole, they work really well together. They might not be the best. I think you can definitely argue it, but they definitely have some chemistry out there.
Pass out in front, whiffed on the shot. Good save by Testino on the second chance. Samuelson regrouping. That's one of the first chances on this power play for Clemson. Down low at the side of the net, Kopp looking up to the point. Owen Turner with it, walks the line. Across for Samuelson. 10 seconds left to go on the penalty to Eberle. Samuelson with a shot from up top gets tipped. Testino didn't see it, but it went wide of the net. Back up top to the point. Hainold with it. His shot blocked by Conway. Or Mazzaros, pardon me. Eberle out of the box chasing it, but Kearney out to play the puck, and he'll cover it.
Interesting cover from all the way out there. But, I mean, goalie, good play to come out. Not sure about how he covered it all the way out there. But Eberle coming out of the box, really come out firing. Great play to get that offensive strategy out. They're going to talk to the goalie about that. But good job by him not letting a one-on-one opportunity face him.
We saw that a couple of times last night. Bigda had a couple of penalties of his own. Came out of the box with a couple of breakaway chances, but some good defensive stops as he gets a shot right off the faceoff. Great stop there by Kearney. This puck will go back into the Georgia zone.
And that's
Poole
what
turns it.
That's what winning a faceoff can do. You can get that shot pretty quickly.
Poole down the right wing side. He takes a check right in front of the Clemson bench. Mazzaros with the follow-up shot goes wide of the net. But kept in at the point by Strauss. Good play to keep that puck in. Bridges, another keep by Strauss, and he'll fire it down into the corner. Mazzaros centering pass for Conway, but a good stick there in front of the net from Carey. Bridges stood up at center ice, and he'll dump it in as Clemson gets a change. Poole looking way up ice. He's got Bigda far side. Cross ice for Conway. He settles it, takes it off the boards, down the right wing side with speed. He takes a shot. He scores! Declan Conway sneaks one under the arm of Kearney. And the Dogs take a 1-0 lead. Let those teddy bears fly.
Of course, teddy bear toss night, and after the first goal, all the people throw their teddy bears out. And while some people are missing the ice, I see a good amount of teddy bears here, something great to see. On that play, I mean, Bigda with the assist, he gets it a little bit behind Conway. Conway with a great touch to settle that down, skates down the ice fast, and while it was an amazing shot, he just gets it right under the arm, exactly what you need to do. Perfect shot. Not a great pass, but Conway to settle it down did a really good job. And wow, there's a lot of teddy bears flying here, Torrin.
That's a great thing to see, is the Ice Dawgs players out there to collect them. Teddy bear toss, of course, a charity event put on by the Dogs. All of these teddy bears will be donated.
We were watching the teddy bears come in, and we certainly didn't see this many, but there's teddy bears all from pink and small to human-sized, large, and
We've got a big one on the far side over there.
It's a great thing. There's all going to be donated. There's at least 50 on the ice right now, and they're working on clearing them up and bagging. Beautiful thing. And the Dogs will, of course, take an early lead. Now, of course, the Dogs have another promotion running tonight, and they will be selling or auctioning off their Christmas sweaters. As you see here, some beautiful sweaters, really nice with the snowflakes and other designs on them. If you are listening to the broadcast, you're probably online, but if you are in the Athens area, come down to the ice. You can put a bid on them and win them for yourselves. The special numbers, of course, are going to go fast, such as 13 and 7, so you're going to want to make your way down here and put in a bid. Something about this team I've always loved is their camaraderie and how they work together. And right now they're carrying the big teddy bear on their back to celebrate that goal. A really fun moment for all of them.
How about this crowd here?
We've got a really good crowd today. I mean, normally we always have a good crowd, but this might be the most packed I've seen it for Clemson. That's why we probably had so many teddy bears. A lot of good people out here today. Good reaction to that first goal, and I'm sure as we go on and hopefully see an Ice Dawgs victory, we'll see an even better reaction.
So it looks like they've collected all of the teddy bears off of the ice surface. So the teams will regroup here and get set to resume play. Just under 7 minutes gone through the first period. Your Ice Dawgs lead 1-0.
Now, of course, while this is a great cause, you lose a little bit momentum if you're Ice Dawgs, so you want to make sure to pick that back up. Georgia trainer looking at a Clemson player here, possibly
that's
for
Peterson, the one who went down hard.
Yeah, from Eberle check. The boarding call. Looks like they're looking at his head movement, maybe his shoulder movement.
As a certified medical expert, he seems to be doing all right. Officials fixing a part of the ice right in front of the Clemson bench. We'll have a little bit of a delay here before we resume play.
Don't really want to delay after a scored goal, but fixing the ice is more important. Don't want anyone to get hurt. Don't want it to affect any puck movement or anything like that.
And we are go again here as play resumes. Face-off won by the Tigers. They punch it into the Georgia zone. Mazzaros quickly puts it out to center. Bigda with a good check here on the near boards, and he'll take it down the right wing side. Shakes off a check, but it's taken away by Dubos. Bigda with a hard check in the corner, though. Mazzaros follows it up, looking in front for Bigda, but it's taken away by O'Brien. He'll skate it down. Cutting to the net, O'Brien walking in. Good save by Testino, and he'll cover it. That's a good save as O'Brien crashing the net from the far side there. Got a little backhand shot. A good pad save and a cover. Big man, Estino.
I believe number 2 for Clemson in the box for what might have been a slash or a hooking. I saw it happen off the puck. Not too sure, but the Ice Dawgs will be on their first power play of the night, and it is extremely important for them to convert this. Officials did not give us a signal, so we will be left guessing what the penalty is.
Probably something like that.
Like I said, I believe it was a hook or a slash. I wasn't too sure.
So face-off will be to the left of Kearney as the Dogs go on their first power play of the night. Conway set to take the draw, but it's won and fired out by the Clemson players. Poole settles it at center ice, drops it off for Conway. As the Dogs are regrouping now. Conway through center, passes it off for Nazaros on the blue line. Nice move in the high slot, back over to Bigda. Bigda out in front looking for Conway, but just out wide. Poole with a shot from the point and a good save by Kearney through the screen.
And Georgia is getting out face-off here 6-2, and it's so important when you're on a power play to win these because it automatically creates offensive zone time since they only have 4 players. Let's see what they do here.
Face-off won by Conway. Poole at the point. Looking for options. Plays it off for Hagen over to Bigda. Out in front, Conway again, but he couldn't settle the pass. Puck still bouncing around in front. Hagen keeps the clearing attempt. Shot quickly from the point. It was tipped in the high slot. Dogs regain control. Conway in the corner looking out in front. Shot goes off the post. Conway with a great shot from the goal line. Almost no angle, and he goes off what looked like the crossbar. Mazaros in behind the net. Looking out for Bigda. Back down low, Mazaros. Looking for Conway, but it goes off the post again. Mazaros in the near corner, up top for Poole. Down to the half wall, Mazaros once again. Return to Poole. Back down into the corner, Mazaros lays it off for Bigda. Conway battling for position in front with Bryant. Bigda circling out of the corner, drops it back down low for Mazaros. The Dogs working the perimeter well, looking in front for Bigda, but it goes off his stick in front, so Clemson gets a much-needed change here on the penalty kill.
Only about 30 seconds left in the penalty. That was in a lot of offensive zone time. Even if they didn't have the shots, Clemson was getting tired. Now they get a change.
Poole looking up ice. Conway chasing as that pass was tipped into the zone. Carey there, rims it around the boards, but it's kept in by Hagen. On the line, over to Poole. Down low, looking for Conway, but Mazaros will get it. 15 seconds left on the power play. Poole at the point with a shot, but it goes wide. Mazaros gets control, looking out front for Conway, but a good stick there. And the Tigers will go back the other way. Strong play here from Chazar. Just take a few more seconds off, and that will do it for the penalty to Schweitzer.
And Chazar here, number 18, is really dangerous, as the Ice Dawgs know.
Big contact in there right as Testino covered the puck. He came a few feet out of his net. And Herbert Kopf went head over heels as he ran into Testino. Testi looks unfazed.
Testino, the big man, I mean, just upended him. Of course, not on purpose, just covering the puck. But going back to Chazar, number 18 for Clemson, had 4 points last game for the Tigers, in which UGA won 5-4. I believe he had 3 assists and 1 goal.
Point on each of their goals. He'll definitely be a threat to watch out there as he loses that draw, but it will go up into the netting.
To see a player basically get a point on every goal is something you don't see often, and Chazar did it. So they know him as a center is dangerous, and he's very good at face-offs too, so they would like to win one here.
Draw one cleanly by Chazar, poked up to the point. Chipped in low by Dubos. Chazar in behind the net. Out of the corner, looking up in the front, but a good save by Testino on the shot from Hainel. Dubos down low, but a good stick there from Eberle to break it up. The Tigers regain control, though. Eberle hits his man, takes him into the boards. Crawford pins it. Puck still loose. Kopp with control now. Fighting for Eberle. Kopp still battling for it. Crawford helps him out. As Eberle finally comes away with the puck for the Dogs, he'll poke it out to center ice. But it's shipped right back out to center. Here come the Tigers. Chazar walking into the slot, takes a check from Puma, but he still has control. Chazar with it, stops up, waits for help up to the point. Samuelson with a shot, tipped in front, but a good save by Testino. Strong pad save there through the screen. That pass will leave the zone. The Tigers forced to touch up as they'll get a change. Rucker dumps it in, but a good stop by Burnett behind the net, and he'll look up ice. Burnett skating it out. He'll float it out to center ice. Crawford there. The Dogs get a change now. Blomqvist in front of his own bench. Boats it out to center, but Gutman's there for Georgia. Plays it back for Martin. Close call there, but a bad turnover at the blue line. Tigers setting up now in the corner. Still chasing centering pass, but no one was in the slot, so Gutman will take it back the other way. And he'll float it into the opposite corner. Bardo chasing. Chips it behind the net. Bardo out the other side. Gutman rims it around the boards up top. Martin with a shot, looking for the tip in front, but it went wide. Hagen pinches, but couldn't keep it in the zone. Owen Turner there, but a good back check from Spicer. Martin lays it for Bardo at center ice. He'll chip it into the zone. It's gloved down, and we'll get a whistle here on the hand pass. So this faceoff will be inside the Clemson zone.
They're going over the food options here, and it's making me very hungry. But talking about the faceoffs, Georgia's had a problem here, problem today here with the faceoffs, and all year they've had the same problem. Being in the offensive zone, it's really important to win one. I'm going to be doing your play-by-play here for a second. Dogs are moving up the ice. They dump it in. Someone is going to be chasing. That's number 7. That is McDonald, who has been coming off an injury. Came off of it last night. It's at the blue line with Martin. Martin makes a play on it and keeps it in. However, Clemson going to try and clear it. Unable to, and they're fighting for it at the red line. Clemson dumps it out, and Martin will be in control, skating back. Looks for a stretch pass up ice, turns it over. Clemson going to have a 2-on-2. Testino with a save. Looked like it would be a pass in the slot, but finds Testino's blocker. And Clemson will dump it back in, get a change while the Ice Dawgs will take control of the puck.
Chipped out to center. Hagen goes off the boards. The Dogs will get a little bit of a change here as the puck goes back into the Clemson zone. Up ice here, Samuelson in the high slot, but it's right into the chest of Testino, and he'll hold on to it.
And we're only 13 minutes in here, but it seems like a lot of action today. If you watched the KSU game yesterday, you know the Ice Dawgs had a lot of offensive time, and it's just not the same today. While this opponent may be a little bit more difficult as they have twice as many wins, it's still a little bit of an issue. You want to have a little bit more offensive zone time if you're the Ice Dawgs.
Here comes Bigda down the right wing side. His shot turned away. Conway tried to pick up the rebound, but it goes wide. Here's Kopf skating down the left wing side. Drops it off for Hainold. Fires it into the opposite corner. Strauss with it now for the Dogs. Goes off the glass and out to center ice. Bigda chasing first man to the puck. Battling Dubos for it. He takes Bigda into the boards. Conway out of the corner. Up top, Strauss. He'll settle it. Shot from the point is blocked by Kopp, but Strauss able to punch it into the corner. Bigda leaves it for Conway. He takes a check. That one's off the glass and out to center ice. Strauss couldn't keep the line. So the Dogs will regroup here. Poole off the boards looking for Mazzaros, but Kopp is there, and he'll fire it back down into the Georgia zone. We got a whistle here.
And while we've called his brother's name a lot, number 24, Herbert Kopp, now we're going to see number 11, Solikov, come into the game. A good little story about the brothers of Clemson. Very interesting story as they work together a lot. However, they are not on the same line tonight as we are going to have a face-off in middle ice.
Face-off at center, Spicer lining up for the Dogs. As he wins that draw cleanly. Strauss inside his own blue line off the boards. And it's taken away. Good pick there by Gutman at the blue line. Fires it across Bardo in the slot. Couldn't quite get a shot away, though. He's taken into the boards. Bardo digging for it. Gutman helping him out. Punches it in behind the net. Spicer drops it back off for Bardo. Gutman on the half wall. Nice move there to shake his man. Shot from the goal line is gloved by Kearney. Face off to the right of Kearney, won by the Dogs. Bardo in behind the net now. Around the opposite side, drops it off for Spicer, but a good stick there by Gavea. Strauss able to keep it in the zone, though. Chasing his carry. Around the other side, Bryant taken into the boards. That's Bridges, pardon me. Good stick there by Poole at center ice, fighting Bryant for it. He takes him into the wall. Gutman circling back, passes it off for Strauss, but he'll have to regroup it deeper into the Georgia zone. He's chased there. Good forecheck here by the Tigers, trying to force a chance here at the side of the net, but a good stick there from Poole to break it up, and the Dogs will go back the other way. Gutman, he's got Spicer in front of the net, but a good stick by Kearney to play it into the corner. Spicer regrouping, looking up top for Puma, but out of his reach. Gutman circling back. Gutman with a nice move at center ice, trying to get the puck in deep. He'll skate down the right wing side. Down into the corner, looking in front, but a good shot from the side of the net was blocked up.
Gutman's really trying hard to get off the ice here.
Long shift for Gutman as he finally gets a change. Schweitzer circles back for the Tigers, looking up ice now. Nice move at his own blue line. Drops it off for his man Papa. Chips it into the zone. Puma chasing. Papa chops it straight up in the air. Puma's got a glove on it. Up top to the point. Samuelson with a shot goes wide. Meth in there for the Dogs, trying to chop it out, but it's kept in. This one finally leaves the zone. Samuelson at center ice, chased by Schwanekamp. Schweitzer passes off for Samuelson. Over for Dubos. Up Hainold. Across for Papa, but just out in front. He couldn't settle it. Puma off the boards and out to center. They say net was touched by Samuelson, no icing.
And I didn't know Samuelson for Clemson had that kind of power. He must have shot that at least 70 miles per hour and luckily went wide.
Ethan at the side of the net. Good stick by Dubos out in front. Campbell with it in the slot, but he couldn't get a shot away. And the Tigers will go back the other way. Hainold at center ice, trying to give it off for Chazar, and he does. Chazar shakes the check from Eberle in behind the net now, looking out in front. Chazar at the half wall. Up to the point, Dubos, over to Hainold. Shoots one back door. Chazar with a shot. Good save by Testino, and he'll fall on it. And we'll get a whistle.
And someone has to pick up Clemson number 18, Chazar. They're probably their most dangerous player, has the most points on him for the season, and he was pretty free there as that pass goes right across the middle of the slot and finds him at the back door. Luckily, Testino makes a great save and then is able to cover it with his body.
Smart play by Testino to just fall on that one, as he wasn't quite sure where it was. Good goalie instinct as this faceoff is won by the Tigers. Taken back by Kopf. Up to the point. Blomqvist shoots it wide. Hainold in behind the net. Looking out in front, but his pass was tipped. Keeping control is Kopf, and he's hammered by Hagen on the far boards there. Nice check there by the freshman Hagen.
And the crowd loves it.
Puck will stay in the zone. Martin in behind the net as the Tigers get a change. Bigda looking up ice, trying to float it out for Conway, but it's just a little too far. And that one will go back into the Dogs zone as Chazar skates it in. Nice move around Bigda. Looking for help. Chazar still with control of it as it leaves the zone. And he's taken into the boards. Good check there from Mazzaros. Floated out to center. Hagen there for the Dogs. Pokes it right back into the Clemson zone. A little bit of ping pong here. Owen Turner skating it back into the Georgia zone. Shot from the point just goes wide. Not much on that one. Mazzaros ducks around the check, and he goes down hard in front of the bench. The Dogs looking for a penalty, and they'll get one.
It was a clear penalty. I mean, he was holding him, and then he went down with him. Let's see who they call it on.
So they're signaling what looks like offsetting penalties here.
That's
Mazzaros looks to be in disbelief, as it looked like the Clemson player was holding Mazzaros' head. He didn't really do much but fall down. So we'll get 4-on-4 hockey here for a minute.
As I'm sure you can hear plenty of boos, and I'd have to agree with them. Number 29 for Clemson had what looked to appear to be a chokehold on Mazzaros, and when they skated into another skater, they both fell down. I'm not sure how Mazzaros ends up in the box there. He should be confused, and Campbell, the captain, his second to last game, going to bat for his player, going to get the point across probably, but nothing will change. So some 4-on-4 hockey here, Torrin, as I say every game, and I'm sure as everyone is tired of listening to it, more pure form of hockey, more pass lanes are going to be open. Offense is important, defense is more important. It's just harder for every player, and it's important to have your best players out there playing their best game.
Lots of extra room out there for both sides. Still figuring out the lineups. Referee still talking about something.
They will talk to Captain Campbell again, who will argue his case yet again, and I am sure they will come to the same conclusion yet again.
This might be about the face-off, the location of the face-off here. As the penalty was at center ice, so I'm not really sure why it's inside the Georgia zone. That might have been where it was touched up.
It'll give UGA a chance to work on their face-off draw.
The defensive zone draw here for the Dogs, won cleanly by McDonald, so it doesn't seem to matter. As Poole sets up behind the net, plays it off for Strauss. Cross for Campbell. Campbell with a shot from the point, just wide of the net. McDonald in to help him out. Great check there by Campbell to regain control. Still battling for it, McDonald, as Owen Turner comes up with it. Good pick there by Strauss, and McDonald take it back the other way. William McDonald at the blue line shakes off a check, and will play it back for Conway. Across Strauss at center ice, and he'll just fire it into the zone. Bigda down low, plays it off for Conway. Looks up top for Poole. To his partner Strauss. Down low for Bigda on the half wall. Cycling here, Conway in behind the net now. Shakes off a check there, looking out in front. Out of the corner, Conway into the high slot. Fires it down low, looking for Bigda, but it went off a skate in front. Conway still comes up with it. Bigda at the side of the net. Couldn't get a shot away. He still has control of it, though, as the Tigers player went for the check as this one finally leaves the zone. But it will go just far enough for icing. So the faceoff will be right back in the Tigers zone.
And I don't think Bigda fully settled that puck. I still think he should have taken that backhanded shot when he had a chance in front of the goal. Instead, tried to look for a pass. Here we're going to see some new players come in for the Ice Dawgs, some fresh legs, but it's going to be Strauss and Poole again. The good thing about those defenders, they are equally as good on offense as they are on defense. They really offer something special. And here we're going to have the referees talking yet again, but it looks like a quick conversation, and we're going to have a face-off to the right of the Clemson goalie.
Referees over to explain something to the Georgia bench once again.
This might be the longest first period we've ever had with the teddy bear toss and about 17 ref interruptions. Thank you everyone for joining us. Like we said earlier, these sweaters or sweater jerseys will be available for sale. If you are in the Athens area, come on down and make a bid on them. Support your Ice Dawgs.
Face off to the right of Kearney as we get back for some 4-on-4 hockey. Strauss across for Poole. 1 minute left to go in this first period, if you can believe it, as that one leaves the ice. So we will get another face-off.
Face-off after face-off after face-off, and yet Georgia is still losing the draws on the face-off. It's important to win one here. that it's in the offensive zone, they can get a quick shot while 4-on-4 is still on.
Off the tie-up, the Tigers come away with it. Samuelson across for Dubose. He'll skate it across center and chip it into the corner. Poole back for the Dogs, hounded by Dubose. So he'll skate it himself. Nice move by Poole to get out of the zone. He's got a 2-on-1 with Eberle. Poole walking in. Great back check here from Bryant, able to break up the pass to Eberle. And here come the Tigers the other way. One man trying to skate through 3 as Poole takes him into the boards. Extra contact here from Poole, or from Strauss. Sorry, that was Poole. Eberle drops it off for Strauss in the high slot, looking for Santa Maria down low. Just wide of him. Santa Maria, nice move at the goal line, cutting to the net. A good stick there, and Samuelson will pull it back. 10 seconds left to go in the first period as this one goes back into the Georgia zone. We're back at full strength on both sides. Puma skating in. He's got 5 seconds. Shot from the point, a few feet wide to the right, and that will do it for the first 20 here. A little bit of extra going on in the corner.
And that's a fight.
And here we go.
And those are punches being thrown from both sides. Zach Puma. Clemson player wanted nothing of him, and Zach Puma said, no, you're getting some. Unfortunately, ends up on the bottom of the ice, but I think he got his point across. Zach Puma taking on a man a couple inches over his size, and is not afraid. So we will probably start this second period with some offsetting penalties. But a good first period for the Ice Dawgs as they will go into the second up 1-0.
After 20, it's 1-0 Dogs. We'll see you right back here for second period action. Don't go anywhere. In goal, John Kearney. For the Dogs, it's Mazzaros, Conway, and Bigda with Poole and Strauss on the back end and Newbold in goal. As the first faceoff is won by Clemson, but the Dogs get control quickly after. Up for Conway. Nice move at the blue line across from Mazzaros. He takes a shot. Rebound loose. Cleared out to the slot. Gannon with it. Turnaround shot, but he couldn't get all of it. Stretch pass, but a good defensive play there by Gannon. The Tigers regain control, though. 2-on-1. Nice shot, but a good save. It's out in front for Mazzaros. Drops it off for Gannon. Here they come. Gannon down the right wing side looking for Mazzaros, but he's hooked up. We got a penalty coming up on the Tigers. Cycling here by the Tigers. Still looking for a shot on this shift. Walking out of the corner, but he whiffs on the shot. Back up top, Blomqvist with it. He takes a shot, blockered away. High stick on the play. Puck went in. The referee immediately waves it off. The Clemson bench as Eberle goes down. Up to Poole at the point. Puck in front, rebound pops out, but Parente couldn't quite get a good shot away. Eberle cycling up for Poole. He takes a shot. He scores! Poole on the one-timer, and the Dogs take the lead. Into the Dogs zone. Out in front, walking in. Good check by Conway to separate his man from the puck. Out in front, nice move there by Chazar. Rebound. Newbold saves another. Puck still loose, and it's finally whistled down. What a sequence, and a great couple of saves from Newbold. Keep the Tigers off the board. Nice move. He'll stop up and wait for help. Over the point for Haugen. He takes a hard check on the half wall. Conway slow to get up. Delayed penalty on the Tigers. And the Dogs will go to the power play once again with a little bit of extra happening in the corner. And he'll walk it across the Clemson line. Rims it in behind the net. Conway on the other side. Mazzaros down looking for Conway out of the corner. He couldn't quite handle it, so he'll chase it into the opposite side. Out of the corner now. Conway with a shot. He scores! What a shot from Declan Conway as he picks his corner. It's a power play goal for the Dogs. Makes it 2-0. Battling Conway for it. Gannon trying to step up and keep it in. And it's hemmed in right on the boards. Good check there by Bigda. We got it at the point. Samuelson with it now. Down low for Chazar. Back to Samuelson on the point. Owen Turner down low. Chazar back up top. Samuelson with a shot. Good block off the post. Rebound scores! There by Poole at the blue line. Taken away from him. Chazar 2-on-1 for the Tigers. Pass out in front. Shot just goes wide. What a great chance for the Tigers, as they've got a lot of momentum now. Dubos at the point. His shot. He scores! And Conway first man to it with speed. Here comes Conway down the left wing. Nice move to get around his man. Cutting in. Good save there. Rebound. Mazzaros with the shot off the rebound, but it's covered up by Kearney. Soft will stay inside the Clemson zone. 35 left to go. Spicer walking in off the faceoff. Nice move. Just couldn't quite finish as Kearney sprawled out. Crawford, here come the Tigers the other way. Chazar drops it off. Shot from Samuelson, patted away, rebound, handled, misses. What a play by Newbold, scrambling back to get across. Looks like he got a blocker on it with a nice move, but he couldn't quite hold on to it. As Samuelson clears, here comes Kopp. He's got a man streaking down the left wing side, gloved by Newbold. What a great save on the 2-on-1. Centering pass goes off a stick. Good poke check there by Newbold, and Spicer will skate it out for the Dogs. Here comes Spicer with a shot. He scores! Short-handed Dylan Spicer with a snipe from the high slot. The Dogs take the lead. Played out for Mazzaros. Here comes Mazzaros back the other way. Here's a break for Mazzaros, cutting in into the slot. He scores! Josh Mazzaros, another short-handed goal. Spicer out there, he loses that one though. Blomqvist across, his shot tipped in front, rebound, score! And he'll skate it out. Here comes Eberle 2-on-1. Eberle and Parente. Eberle with a shot, he scores! The Dogs answer right back. Eberle with a snipe. Empty net for the Tigers with 1 minute left to go. We got 6-on-5. Centering pass, but Newbold jumps out and pounces on that one. He'll cover it up. Takes a check from Martin. Campbell with it now, fighting for it. Chazar still with control. Centering pass, Hainold sticked away by Newbold. Good stick there by Martin. Off the post, he scores! Puck went off the post behind the net, or behind Newbold. Hit him in the back. So one last face-off at center ice, and that will do it here. As the Dogs win 5-4, the same score as last time they came here, but this time they do it in regulation. Welcome back for second period action here between the UGA Ice Dawgs and the Clemson Tigers. After one, your Dogs lead 2-0. We'll send it over to Joe for the first period recap.
And of course, the one goal was scored by Declan Conway, assisted by Bigda there. Bigda with not a great pass, but Conway able to settle it down, skate up ice, and get a good shot off. Shots are pretty even at 9-8, and we're going to start this period with a 4-on-4. Zach Puma, who kind of started and finished the action for the Ice Dawgs, will be in the box, along with number 15 for Clemson, Benjamin Brucker, the defenseman, and another player is being added to the box in number 23 from Clemson, Liam Clark. So we might actually have a 4-on-3 here.
That would definitely be a positive for the Dogs coming out of all of that. We'll see what the call would actually be when they put the penalties up on the scoreboard.
So, Torrin, for this second half, I think the Dogs did good in the first. You might want to see a little more shots from them, but I think the biggest improvement we want to see is in face-offs, especially in the offensive zone. If you can get wins in the offensive zone on face-offs, you can do a lot with that. And we are going to have a power play for the Ice Dawgs. Possibly.
It looks like the penalty to Puma and one of the Clemson players will be offsetting, so it looks like a 5-on-4 here to start the second period for the Dogs. As Puma got together with a couple of Clemson players right at the end of the period.
And Puma will take that penalty all day. If he can get two Clemson players in the box and only put himself in, I'm sure he is delighted with that result. Although I'm sure they started it since there's two in the box.
As we get set for the second period, the opening face-off is won by the Dogs, but quickly whistled dead. We will try that again.
So, folks, we are going to continue live streaming as we always do. Unfortunately, we are having a little bit of internet issues as we have an amazing crowd here tonight. Sometimes puts a little bit of damper on the internet, but we are going to be streaming, and of course the video will be live sometime after the game is over, and you can always watch your favorite moments again and hear Torrin and I's beautiful voices put you to sleep if you even wanted to. Referees having more discussion here, and it looks like we are going to be ready to go shortly. Here we go. Second
looks like
period
everybody's
action.
happy with the explanations. Well, maybe not the Georgia bench. We'll see if we ever get started again here.
Even the middle ref is smiling. He's having a good time with all this hubbaloo.
It looks like they're trying to fix the clock. About 6 seconds ran off after the false start face off there.
So, of course, this is the second game of the three-game homestand for the Dogs here. On Sunday, they will be playing the Chanticleers. I don't know what a Chanticleer is, but they will be playing them. They won, the Ice Dawgs did previously 6-2 in their last matchup. So they're going to be focusing on this game first, obviously, but if you're a fan of the Ice Dawgs, you have another game to look forward to as we finally have the face-off.
Opening face-off won by the Dogs, and we are a go for second period action here. As it's pushed into the zone, Conway with it. From the outside, shot turned away. Still bouncing around in front. Rebound score! Mazzaros picks up the rebound, and he puts the Dogs ahead by 2.
And I hate to toot my own horn, but I really don't. But that's what happens when you win a face-off. You create instant offense. They get a shot on, and unfortunately, well, fortunately for the Ice Dawgs, the goalie unable to control it. Kearney unable to get that rebound covered, and Mazzaros skates in and makes a great shot on goal and puts the Ice Dawgs up 2-0.
So a big power play goal here to start the second period for the Dogs, as Mazzaros extends the lead to 2. And Conway left the ice with what appears to be an equipment malfunction. So Santa Maria out there to take his place on this top line. Good pick there as he'll walk it into the zone. He's got Bigda on the back door trying to force a pass through. But a good stick from Dubos to tie it up. Puck still in the zone. Mazzaro's the recent goal scorer on the half wall. Santa Maria down low. Fires in front for Bigda, but a good stick by Dubos to break it up. Bigda battling Hainold for it. Good check there. Another big check from Bigda as he lays out Dubos. Bigda throwing the body around, the crowd loving it. As Kopf walks it back in for the Tigers. Shot from the goal line, saved by Testino, and he'll hold on to it.
And while Testino does allow the rebound there, he instantly covers it, something the Clemson goalie was unable to do. That's why you love Testino if you're an Ice Dog. I mean, just excellent. He's the big body. He sees the puck very well and then is able to cover it amazingly. Let's see if Georgia can keep the recent success in the second period with their face-offs and win this one.
Defensive zone face-off win as Martin fires it off the glass, but took a weird bounce and will stay in the zone. Shoots it off the boards. Mazzaro's trying to chop it into the zone, but it's taken away and forced back out to center. Martin able to keep it out of the Georgia zone, though. Conway trying to go off the boards, but it's kept in and fired right back into Georgia territory. Hagen comes together with a man here. Bigda fighting for it in front of the bench for the Dogs, still digging for it as it's pushed into the corner. Owen Turner looking for the centering pass. Weak shot from the goal line, and Testino will corral it. And we've got a little extra contact here as Martin shoves a man down. Maybe a little bit of an acting job there from Owen Turner.
Yeah, and that's Bill Martin's job, and he's going to be sent to the box for that. But that was Bill Martin's job. You have to protect your goalie, and that might be one of the weakest penalties we have ever seen.
And the Oscar goes to. So a Clemson power play here. As Martin goes to the box, he'll join Puma. Puma and Benjamin Brooker of the Tigers still in the box for their offsetting minors, or probably 5-minute penalties. We'll see when they come out of the box. Face off to the right of Testino in the Georgia zone, and it's won by the Tigers. Owen Turner at the point. Forces it down low, rimmed around the boards. Kopf with it now. Looking for the centering pass, but a good stick there by Poole to break it up. Kopf able to keep control as Strauss fires that one up and out of play. So we'll get another whistle here.
So, of course, the offsetting penalties from the fighting earlier is why you see a Dog and a Clemson Tiger in the box. But now Bill Martin in the box for a little bit of a push there. Like I said, something you kind of have to do. If someone makes contact with your goalie, you don't want to let that stand. That's one of the unwritten rules. And a little bit of an acting job puts it in the box for a minute and 45 longer.
Face off won by the Dogs. Clearing attempt. Bounces over the stick of Owen Turner. Spicer with speed will walk onto it. Cutting to the net. Good shot from Spicer from the outside. He gets his own rebound behind the net, and he'll skate it all the way back down into Georgia territory. Smart play by Spicer to kill a few extra seconds. High stick at center ice. Bardo will settle it down and pull it back and eventually fire it down into the Clemson zone. So 40 seconds already gone on the Clemson power play. Great penalty killing here from Spicer and Bardo up front. Passed off for Owen Turner. Across ice for Hainold. He gets around Poole. Looking across for Chazar, but Strauss with a good stick. Clearing attempt was blocked, but the second chance, Spicer able to get it out. And Strauss is going to be the first man to this puck after it went all the way down. So a good chance here. Strauss to take a few more seconds off the clock. Brings it around the boards. McDonald there. This is excellent forechecking on the penalty kill by the Dogs here. They took at least 30 seconds off the clock there with that one rush. Here's Chazar. He's got Samuelson back door. Good stick by Campbell. Rebound. Good save by Testino, and he'll hold on to it.
And that's why Chazar is so dangerous, number 18 for the Clemson Tigers. He's able to find his open men. And while the Clemson player was unable to settle it, he did get a shot on goal. Testino with a good cover there. And there will be 35 seconds left on this power play. Hopefully the Ice Dogs can get a penalty kill. They've looked good so far. And when Bill Martin comes out of the box, he's not the greatest offensive player, but expect maybe a long pass down to him.
Face-off won by the Tigers. 30 seconds left to go on this power play. Good stick by Mazzaros at the point. Burnett backing him up, and it will finally leave the zone. Conway with a good poke at center ice. Very aggressive penalty killing here from the Dogs. Here's Kopp walking it into the zone. He'll stop up on the half wall, passes it off for Blomqvist. Back to Kopp on the half wall, down low, into the corner. Drop back off for Kopp. Out of the corner, back down low on the goal line. But a good stick there from Burnett to break that one up. Hop again with a shot to the net, but another good stick by Burnett.
And Bill Martin's coming out of the box here. He's going to be he changes out, and he's going to be the first to get there if not covered, and it is.
So a smart play there by Kearney as Bigda comes fresh off the bench.
That's exactly what we expect at these Ice Dawgs. As you said, aggressive penalty kill, but also aggressively offensively and defensively. They know they're bigger. They know they're faster. They love to utilize that to their advantage, and they almost do that there with Bigda coming off the bench for Bill Martin out of the box.
Face-off won by Conway as he steps through. Nice shot off the face-off, but a good save by Kearney to stop that one. Good pick there by Mazzaros just inside the blue line, but it will eventually leave the zone. Schweitzer will walk it in himself. In all alone. He'll stop up and wait for help. Takes a hard check from Bigda on the back check, and the puck will go back the other way. Conway, he's got Casey in front, but a good save by Kearney. And he'll hold on to it.
Clemson wanted a penalty there. I'm not too sure if it was one. It did look like the elbow led, so I wouldn't totally disagree if it was called. Instead, Georgia gets a good chance to score there, unable to get a true shot off, and Kearney, the Clemson goalie, covers pretty easily.
A textbook clean hit there from Bigda right in front of the bench. Led to a good scoring chance from Conway. We got another false start on the face-off here. Face-off won by Eberle. Hagen dumps it into the corner. Methvin in there to chase that one. Still digging for it. Eberle gets the puck on the half wall. Up top for Martin. He'll walk the line and just shoot it back down into the corner where Crawford chases. Crawford with a huge check in the corner there on Dubose. And he's still got the puck looking in front for Methvin. Eberle fires it into the opposite corner. Methvin still digging for it here. He's hooked up. No call on the play. Eberle on the half wall. Hagen stepping up, but this puck will leave the zone. As Martin's forced to retreat, he'll fire it back in. The Dogs regroup and go right back on the forecheck. Great check there by Eberle in the corner. Huge physicality by this fourth line out there right now. Crawford still forechecking as this one will leave the zone and back into the Georgia zone as Martin steps up for a check. Testino leaves it for Hagen up top. Eberle with it, looking for Crawford, but a good stick by Hainold to shoot it right back down into Georgia territory.
Eberle, the forward, plays like he's 6'5", 250 with how he's laying these hits.
Huge physicality here. Another good check there, this time from the Clemson forechecker Hainold. Chazar stops up down low. Hainold with a shot. Kopf in front, turned away by Testino. Down low, Blomqvist fires it in the corner. Hainold looking out in front, but it's stopped up. Looked like in the feet of the referee. Shot from the point, blocked there by Eberle. Good extension of the leg to block that one. As he pokes it through, here's Crawford. Crawford walking in. He's hooked up. No call on the play. Looked like he had a great scoring chance there as it looked like Brucker got a stick into him, and Brucker's still down behind the play. Martin rims it around the boards. Brucker very slow to get off. Looks like he's holding his right arm. Martin fires it up ice looking for Santa Maria, but couldn't connect, and this one will go back into the Georgia zone.
Looked like a pretty clear hooking took away Crawford's chance at scoring. But they are definitely letting them play.
McDonald down the left side now, into the corner. Looking for help around the opposite side now. Up top, Poole on the point. His shot just goes wide. Santa Maria on the half wall. Plays it down low, looking for Campbell. McDonald with it. Back to Santa Maria. To the point, Poole. Shot from the point, looking for the tip in front. Still loose, McDonald hacking at it. Owen Turner will clear, but it's up top for Poole. Good stop there. Hard check by McDonald. Poole walking down from the point, looking in front. Campbell with a shot, but a good stick there defensively from Sully Kopf. And this one will leave the zone. Strauss inside his own blue line, leaves it for Poole. Here's Campbell with a chance. Makes a nice move, but he's tripped up. No call there. Georgia bench wanted a penalty as Campbell went down hard in behind the net.
Definitely another one that could have been called a penalty, but as I said, they're kind of letting them play a little bit more this period. So far, UGA is taking back the lead in faceoff, doing so much better this second period. Let's see if they can create an offensive chance.
Spicer with a clean faceoff win. He's got a few of those tonight as Strauss fires it around the boards. Gutman chasing. First man to it was Ralston. Bryant up top. Strauss able to keep it in, though, walking the line. Fires it, but a good block by Bryant at the top of the circle, and he'll regroup it for the Tigers. Bryant skating out of his own zone now, trying to shoot it in. Here's Bridges. He takes a check from Strauss. Shot was blocked in front from Gouveia. He'll regain control in the corner. Leaves it for Bridges. His shot tipped in front, and this one will leave up into the netting.
And fans, if you ever wanted a souvenir puck, this might be the game. I've seen so many pucks leave the rink tonight, hitting the net and then going down. It's been very interesting, but going on about the game, I think it's going to be important here for the Dogs to just play defensively. I think offensive scoring is important, but with a 2-point lead, a 2-goal lead here, you definitely want to secure that.
They say the 2-goal lead is the worst in hockey. Face-off won by the Tigers. Samuelson at the point, walks around Mazzaros into the high slot. Samuelson with a shot, but a good save by Testino, able to block that one into the corner. Conway around behind the net, over for Bigda, but it's kept at the line by Dubos. His shot down low, bouncing around, unable to settle it. Goes back up to the point. Samuelson with it now. Across for Dubos. Shot from the point goes about 6 feet wide in the corner. O'Brien with it. Back up top. Samuelson into the corner. Papa with it. Has Clark and O'Brien, but a good defensive play there by Conway, and we've got a hand pass called on the Dogs. So faceoff will stay inside the Georgia zone.
That is going to be on Conway while he was on the ground. An interesting call, but I'm sure he got a hand on it and accidentally passed it. Not intentional here. We're going to have another faceoff, and Clemson having a lot of offensive zone time here. I think the Ice Dogs' #1 goal is to get rid of this offensive zone time and create some of their own.
Faceoff won by the Tigers. Good sustained pressure from them on this shift as that shot finds its way through, but a good save by Testino. Dubos walking in, and the net is knocked loose. So a good break for the Dogs there as Dubos was prepped for a good shot.
Declan Conway showing off some of his soccer skills, should maybe be in the World Cup with a little bit of handling there during the dead ice. But again, Clemson still has the offensive zone time here. Something needs to occur for the Ice Dogs to clear this, and I'm sure they'd like a change as well. Get some offensive zone time of their own.
Face off to the left of Testino. And it's won again by the Tigers. 3 straight defensive zone losses for the Dogs. As Mazzaros blocked that shot in the slot, pass through the centering pass was blocked. Down low again, Haynold with it. Out of the corner, onto the half wall now. Tries to drop it off for his point man, but a good stick by Bigda, able to poke that one down into Clemson territory. Haynold with a nice move, stepping around Conway. And his pass intended for Kopfles just a little bit behind, so Samuelson forced to back it up. Good stick there by Mazzaros, looking for Conway. Here's Conway, but a pass just into his feet. Couldn't get the scoring chance as he was walking in with Bigda. And here comes Kopf the other way. Good stick there by Puma to break up that chance. Conway once again, he's got Campbell on the back door. 3-on-1 for the Dogs, 4-on-1. Across for Campbell. Puma with a shot just wide of the net. Conway out in front, Puma again bouncing loose. Campbell couldn't get a shot away. Stretch pass, Owen Turner there. Chazar, first man to the puck, cutting the net. He scores! Couple of missed opportunities by the Dogs as they were caught in deep.
Yeah, and that one hurts. I mean, when you have a 4-on-1, you have to convert, and the Ice Dogs are unable to. And then, of course, when you have a 4-on-1, that means Clemson players are behind you. Chazar, their best goal scorer, their best passer, their best everything, really. I mean, when he has a 1-on-1 or a 1-on-2 with the goalie, he's going to take it, and he 5-holes Testino, who's had a great game so far. That is the only goal he's allowed on 15 shots. So look for Testino to rebuild from that and keep playing well.
Tough break for the Dogs there. Some frustration on the bench. Face-off won at center ice by McDonald. Hagen looking up ice for McDonald, but a good pick there at center. Owen Turner trying to force it into the zone, but a good play by Hagen to get it out. Martin skating out of his own end now, passes up top. McDonald at center, but a bad turnover at center. Owen Turner almost with a chance there. Campbell, the Dogs almost running around a little bit here. The puck seems to be bouncing off their sticks a little more than usual. Maybe gripping the stick a little bit too tight after some frustration on that last shift. Campbell just fires it into the zone. And Kearney will tie it up at the side of the net, so we'll get a face-off inside Clemson territory here.
Kearney very smart to cover that up. That's a unique bounce off the back wall and almost flies into his goal if he hadn't covered that off. So good job by him, but now the Dogs are going to have the offensive zone time they've been looking for. Let's see if they can keep it and convert.
Face-off won by McDonald. Martin on the point. Down low, shot from Campbell was blocked, and we got a penalty coming up on the Tigers as McDonald went down in front of, or Santa Maria went down in front of the net, pardon me. So it's going to be 2 minutes to Benjamin Brucker for cross-checking. The Dogs back on the power play. They scored on their last chance, so they'll look to do the same here.
And you'll always take that Brucker with a clear cross-check on someone who was in front of the goal, not involved in the play. Puck might have come through, but it ended up not. And now Dogs can try and convert for their second power play goal.
Dogs 1 for 4 so far tonight, so this will be their, or 1 for 3 so far tonight. This will be their fourth chance on the power play as that puck leaves the zone. Poole back in for the Dogs. He'll turn it up ice, shakes off a check in front of the Clemson bench, and he'll keep control of it all the way down into the Clemson zone. He's hounded on the half wall by Carey, still with control, plays it off from Nazaros over to Conway. The Dogs setting up their perimeter on this power play. Hagen walking in, tees one off from the point. Good save there by Kearney. Rebound still loose in front. Bigda couldn't get a shot away. Poole unable to keep it in the zone, so it's forced out to center. The Dogs will have to touch up. Offsides waved off there, but we lost the puck there, so the shot will go back down into Georgia territory. Here comes Conway down the left wing side with speed. Cutting through center across the blue line now. Cutting to the net, in behind the net now. Circles around the other side, up top Poole on the point. Down low looking for Bigda, but it bounced just over his stick. He'll play it over to Mazzaros, back up top. Hagen with it, over to Poole. Conway in the high slot, good stick there. Mazzaros looking for Bigda on the back door, but the pass was broken up. Hagen able to keep it in the zone though. DDD for Poole. Fakes the shot, curls back. 30 seconds left to go on this Dogs power play. Poole on the point. His shot was blocked by Bryant. Conway digging for it, and this one will leave the zone, but a good play there by Hagen actually at the point to keep it in. Got full extension to glove that one down as it finally leaves the zone on the extra effort from Bryant. Bigda able to chop it back in though. Mazzaros chasing. Long power play shift here for the Dogs as they finally change a few players. 10 seconds left to go. One last rush on the power play if they hurry. Burnett in behind the goal. So that will do it for the Georgia power play as the penalty expires. Puma at center ice fighting O'Neal for it. Good stick by Eberly, but he couldn't get it around Samuelson. Puma still digging. Good check on Samuelson there. Crawford back, plays it down low for Burnett. Out to center ice, Eberly lays a check, but it's punched back into the Georgia zone. Burnett with it in front of his own goal. Looking for Methvin. Crawford with it, drops it off for Eberly. Eberly into traffic. Curling into the corner, drops it off for Methvin. Nice pass there. Methvin rims it around the boards. But no one there, so Clemson will take it back the other way. Fired across the ice. Schweitzer tried to stick it down, but Burnett's there. Pass into the feet of Eberly. Bad turnover at the blue line. Burnett recovers, able to chop it back out to center. So good recovery on the turnover there as the pass intended for Crawford was too high. Crawford almost got the pass to the front of the net though, but it was broken up. And the Tigers take it back the other way. Schweitzer across the blue line now. He's got O'Neal with him. Good play by Poole, centering pass taken away by Eberly, and he'll float it behind the net. Burnett up for Gutman. Stopped at center ice. Bardo able to chop it into the zone, and he'll chase it himself. Looking for help up to the point. Strauss couldn't get the pass through, and it's taken away right at the point. Out to center ice. Strauss chops it back again. Kopp at the blue line goes across ice. No one there, though. Poole able to break it up. And he'll skate it himself. Stretch pass here just out in front of Bardo. Seeing eye pass from Poole. Bardo just couldn't get to it quick enough. as it's back down low in the Clemson zone now. Kopf there. Bardo chops it down deep. Blomqvist around the other side of the net. Looking up top for Chazar, but the pass goes between his legs, and Strauss able to regroup it. Gutman digging for it now with Blomqvist. Played back, but a good play there by Campbell to break up the pass. He'll take it into the wall. He's checked by Kopf. Campbell plays it down low, shakes off another check, but Blomqvist comes away with it. Off the boards, Poole able to keep it in. He'll curl it back. Poole walking into the high slot. His shot was blocked, still loose in front. The Dogs with some extended zone time here as that puck will float all the way down into the Georgia zone. So the Clemson Tigers get a much needed change. Gutman with a long stretch pass for McDonald. Goes off the boards, has Poole in the corner. He's taken into the boards. Two guys aside in there. McDonald in to help out. Off the boards, up top, Strauss settles it. Back down low, right into the corner. McDonald there. Centering pass for Campbell. Quick shot, but a good save by Kearney. Puck still in the zone. Poole able to keep it in, but it's finally punched out there by Kopf. And we've got a whistle here behind the play.
And take a breath, partner. That was a long time without a whistle. It seemed to me that both teams, specifically the Ice Dawgs, are just missing out on their passes by an inch or two, unable to control them as well. The puck bouncing over, going under sticks. Unfortunate for the Ice Dawgs. They really had a chance with that long pass there, and it just skated out a little bit too far on Big Dun. It looks like the Clemson Tigers are going to have a power play here with Cameron Campbell, the captain, going in with a cross check.
In behind the play, Campbell with a late cross check was called at the end of that shift. So the Tigers back on the power play with just over 5.5 minutes left to go in this second period. The Dogs still lead by 1 as this one leaves the zone. Bardo there, Spicer in to help him out, and they'll just punch it a few inches deeper into the Clemson zone. Kopf at center ice down the left wing side. He stops up and waits for help. Played back up to the point. Brucker mishandles it. Spicer almost got a stick on that one. Good angle by Martin to keep Kopf in the corner. Back up top, Brucker looking for the shot in front. Tip, good save by Testino on the slow shot, but a sneaky one at that. Puck still in the zone. Played into the corner, centering pass taken away by Spicer, and he'll shoot it the length of the ice.
Good job by Testino there. I mean, a man right out in front. Georgia got spaced out a little bit too much, let that pass come into the middle. Testino saw it the whole way.
Sully Kopf down the left wing side, trying to cut to the net, but a good stick there by Hagen, and Martin will fire it back down once again. 1 minute gone on this power play. McDonald with a shot from the goal line. We've seen him score from there before as he comes back with a smile out to center ice. Samuelson down the right wing side. He's hounded by McDonald. Walking into the zone, drops it off for his point man. Owen Turner back down for Chazar. Burnett with a stick there, and he's able to punch it back out. Hard check right in front of the bench as Chazar got a hold of McDonald. Eberle digging for it, taking a few seconds off here at center ice. Samuelson finally comes up for it. Stretch pass out for Hainold. Down the left wing side, drops it off for Kopf. Shot from the outside, gloved by Testino, and he'll hold on to it.
What a great glove by Testino. Chazar right in front of the goal there. Testino saw it the whole way, didn't let him get that tip in. Someone's got to get on Chazar, though. He just skated right in front of the net. The man coming on him was a little bit late in Luke Burnett. He needs to be following him if he's going to be shadowing him and make sure he doesn't get in front of the net for an easy tip.
24 seconds left to go on the penalty to the Ice Dawgs captain Campbell. Face off one cleanly by Conway. Puma with a hard shot around the boards, and that one will go all the way down into Tiger territory. Samuelson at the side of the net. He'll look up ice. One last rush for the Tigers on the power play. Stretch pass for Kopf. Herbert Kopf around the left side now. Stops up, played down low. Hainold at the goal line, centering pass. Bounced around through the slot, and that will do it for the Tigers power play as a check in front of the bench. Rosaros went up into the Tigers bench. Burnett off the board looking for Conway. No icing on the play. They say the Tigers could have played it. Samuelson rims around the boards. Owen Turner there, but Conway able to pick it off. Here comes Puma stepping down. Shot from the point, tipped in front. Good save by Kearney, able to blocker that one away. Burnett walking in from the point now. Stepping in, out in front. Good save by Kearney. Bigda on the bang-bang play.
I thought that was for sure a goal by Bigda. I mean, wide open, and somehow Kearney read that and caught all the way over to the other side of the net and made an amazing save.
Excellent pass there from Burnett, able to walk that one down from the blue line. But
Excellent.
A great save by John Kearney.
Excellent pass, but an even better save. I mean, I guess he read that the whole way that the pass was coming, because there is no other way he could have gotten to that.
Face off to the left of Kearney inside the Clemson zone. It's one. Bigda with it at the top of the circle. Turnaround shot by Mazzaro, save by Kearney. Burnett able to punch it back in. Bigda with control now at the half wall. Rims it around behind the net. Burnett and Schweitzer come together. As this one stays in the zone, it took a weird bounce off the boards. Turnaround pass. Mazzaros with it, looking for Bigda in front, but it just goes wide into the corner. He chops it back down low. Mazzaros behind the net, stopping up, waiting for help from Conway. Mazzaros still battling for it. He comes away with it. Able to get control of it. Down low, Conway. In the corner, looking out in front. Bigda with it at the side of the net. Puck loose in the slot. No one was there. And the Tigers back the other way. Here's Bridges. Into the corner, shot from the side of the net, goes off the side of the net. Kept in, and the Dogs will finally get it up. Oh, but a good stick there by Gavea, able to keep it in. Schweitzer at the side of the net, shot blockered away by Testino. Bridges at the side of the net, passed it off in front, but a good stick by Mazzaros to break it up. Bigda floats it into the zone, and the Dogs will get a change. Good forecheck here from Bigda with a hard body check in the corner. Santa Maria chasing Bridges now, and he'll just fire it down into the corner. So the Tigers will get a change of their own. O'Neill and Strauss come together. Puck bounced out in front. Conway floats it out to center. Here's Santa Maria skating onto it now. In a foot race with Dubose centering pass attempt for Campbell. Poole able to back up Santa Maria. Still with control as it's finally chopped out to center there. Good play by O'Neill or O'Brien on the back check, pardon me. O'Brien in the corner. Leaves it for Dubo. Samuelson chased by Santa Maria. Poole able to keep this one in at the blue line. He'll float it back down into the slot. McDonald with a shot blockered away by Kearney. Good chance there from McDonald in the high slot. Shot from Strauss was blocked, and the rebound will bounce right over his stick out to center. 1 minute left to go. Here's O'Brien with a chance. Strauss in alone. Good save by Testino on the shot from O'Brien. He will keep this one a one-goal game.
That was a heck of a save by Testino. I believe it was either Strauss or Poole in front. Got down on a knee. It looked like they took the whole goal away, and yet the Clemson player finds a way to get that around them, and Testino saw it the whole way, gloves it down. He has now got 20 saves on the day.
Face off won by the Tigers. Martin there to pin it to the boards, rimmed around by Blomqvist. Hagen looking up ice. Bardo with it, trying to punch it out to center, and he does, but it's quickly taken away from him. Here's Gutman back the other way, though. Bad turnover by Clemson at center ice. Gutman fires it in deep. 30 seconds left to go in the second period. Blomqvist looking up ice. Tip pass, Kopp skating onto it. Nice move by Kopp. Shot sticked away by Testino. Weak shot from the low circle. Chazar behind the net, the goal scorer here. Good block there in front by Bardo. Rebound attempt, bouncing around in front, still low in the slot. And Bardo will just poke it out to center ice. The Dogs dodged a bullet there late in the second period. 5 seconds left to go. Martin will just circle back, and that will do it for this second period action. So the Dogs still lead 2-1 after 40. We'll see you right back here for the third period. in tonight's game against CCU. The last time these two teams met was in December of last year, and the Dogs won at home 7-3. So they'll look to keep that same success as we get set for the first face-off. Off the tie-up, it goes to the Dogs, and we are a go here from Charleston. Poole with it off the boards. Punzenberger now leaves it for Eberle, who stands his man up at the blue line. That's a good check there by the Dogs forward Eberle. Zone Puma with it to his partner Burnett. Up the board, Santa Maria takes a check at center ice. A strong check there by Tantlev. And that'll get the home bench going. Up the boards, it's Walsh down the left wing side. He takes a shot, sticked away by Testino. Great save there. Rebound, Lindblom with it. Another shot, another one. Testino with a good save on the rebound. Puck into the corner, Bigda chasing. A hard check on the half wall there from Bigda. Rebound out front. Just able to chip it out to center. Here comes Punzenberger for the Dogs. Nice move into the slot. Punzenberger walking in, shot save. Into the corner, Parente still digging for it. Great chance for the Dogs there. Plays it up to the top for Conway. Back across for Gannon at the point. He'll walk it in, down low. Bigda with a shot, he scores! Bigda with a fake shot pass, and Mazzaros picks up the rebound. And the Dogs take a 1-0 lead on the power play goal. Center by Eberle there to pick off the pass. He'll play it across for Punzenberger, walking in now. Nice move in the high slot, but he takes a hard check at the top of the circle. Slot goes wide. Pass up to the point. Good block there by Bigda to take away that chance. Here's a 3-on-1 for the Dogs if they hurry. Conway with it. He's got Bigda. Conway walking in. His shot, he scores! Declan Conway from the outside picks his spot off the post and in. The Dogs are up 2-0. Morelli inside the coastal zone. Off the tie-up, it goes back to Bigda. He'll walk it down the wall out in front. Off Mazzaros' escape. No signal from the referee. So the call comes back, no goal. They rule there was a distinct kicking motion. He'll drop it off for Spicer. He'll come down the right wing side now with speed. Spicer cutting into the slot. Walking in, he shoots, blockered away by Amorelli. Great chance there from Dylan Spicer. Strauss. A little bit of delay here as Spicer finds his way to the center ice. And we are go for the second period. Wallgood cycling here from the Dogs. Burnett at the point. Down low, Gutman. Gutman looking for Punzenberger. Pass across. Down low, back door, he scores! Santa Maria on the back door. Off a great feed from Punzenberger. And face-off won by the Dogs, but Krupa with it. Coastal with a shot, he scores! Krupa off the face-off, bad turnover in the high slot. We got a little bit of extra going on after the goal. Jeez, almost found the back of the net. Parente with it at the point. Down low, Conway on the half wall. Walking out of the corner, up top, Burnett. Over to Puma. Walking in, shot, blocked in front. Puma with a rebound, he scores! Puma with it at center, and he'll fire it down into the coastal zone. Stopped up, Emerelli. Parente in front. Eberle with a shot, he scores! Awful turnover by Amorelli behind the net. Parente able to steal it and pass it off for Eberle, who... And we are go for third period action. Coastal Carolina in the midst of a change. Strauss with a strong play there to get control of it. Bigda in the zone now. Walking in, looking for Crawford in front. Couldn't get a shot away. Poole steps into one. Good save there by Amorelli on the recover as he was way out of position. Desperation save. Tip in front. Another save by Amorelli. And here comes Coastal back the other way. Centering pass is gloved by Testino on the tip. Great save there by the Georgia netminder. Face-off once again inside the Georgia zone. It's won by Coastal. Shot off the face-off, and they score.
quick shot makes it 5-2. Body Punzenberger helps him out and chips it into the zone. Parente picks it up down the left wing side, looking for someone in front. Pass it across. Burnett there with a shot, but a good save there, and the net is off once again. The Dogs frustrated because that could have been a great scoring chance on the rebound. Good stick there from Everly. Turnover in the high slot. Good save by Testino, and he'll hold on to it. Play there at the point to block that one. Spicer almost got it out, but a good stick lift there. Shot, rebound. Good save by Testino. What a save on desperation. Falling back. Able to keep that one out. Here's a turnover. Mazzaros walking in. 2-on-1 with Conway. Over to Conway. He takes a shot. Good save, Amarelli. Gannon pinching. Able to keep it in. Trying to float it out to center, but Gannon's still there. And Barnes will finally skate it out. He takes a hard check at center ice from Bigda. And skates it inside the zone. Nice pass across for Poole. Down low, Bigda. Back up top, Poole. Gannon now. Over to Poole with a shot. He scores. Power play goal. Poole picks his corner. So it looks like they're just going to let the clock ride out here to avoid any further confrontation. The Dogs in victory formation will just kneel the ball. Final score here from the Carolina Ice Palace in Charleston. The Dogs 6, CCU 2. As the Dogs extend their winning streak to 7 in a row with a huge win over Coastal Carolina.
And before Torin gets us back with the second period action, I would want to make a shout out to my mother. Cancer affects all of us. We all know someone who has it or has gone through it, or you have gone through it yourself. My wonderful mother has defeated 4 cancers so far. She is living without kidneys and today had a surgery to combat some of the side effects for that. She is doing amazing and somehow watching the game live right now. Mom, I love you. You're one of the most powerful people I've ever known, and anyone that's going through cancer, just know you're not alone, and we love all of you. And let's jump right into this third period action.
Thank you, Joe. As we get set for third period action, I'll take you back for the second period. Goals from both sides as the Dogs lead 2-1 going into the third here. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for this third period. It's Gutman, Bardo, and Spicer at forward with Hagen and Martin on the back end. Of course, the big man in goal, Testino. For the Tigers, Chazar, Kopf, and Hainold up front with Samuelson and Dubos on the back end. And, of course, Kearney in goal.
And, of course, Mazzaros on a power play was the first goal of the second period, and then Chazar was the goal scorer for Clemson. Look for both of them to be forces in this third period.
Face off won by Spicer, and we are go for the final 20 of this one. Dubos in behind the Clemson net. Circles back and looks up ice. Kept in, but a good save there by Kearney, and he'll hold on to it.
And these teams pretty even so far. They've had even power play chances, are pretty even in shots, and pretty even in faceoffs. These teams are very balanced with each other. It'll be a very interesting period, Torin.
Yes, it will, Joe. Face off to the right of Kearney inside the Clemson zone. And the draw is won by Chazar in behind the net. Samuelson looking way up ice, but just out in front of Chazar. This one will go all the way down for icing. So we'll try again from inside the Clemson zone.
And the Dogs have since recovered from their first period failures on faceoffs. They're actually doing decently well on faceoffs recently. This is going to be an important one. You do want to set the tone when you start a period. Each team comes out with pretty even momentum, but if you can come out and get a goal early, that momentum obviously swings to your side.
Defense's own face-off won by Chazar once again, but Bardo quickly into forecheck on Samuelson. Spicer picks up the puck in behind the goal. Still digging for it. Gutman in to help out. Nice move there to shake off Samuelson, but he catches up to him. And here come the Tigers the other way. Hainold trying to step around Martin, but a good stick there to break up the pass, and he'll take him into the boards. Spicer in to help out. Taken away by Samuelson, though, cutting to the net. Forced around the outside. Another good stick there by Hagen. Hagen fighting for it. Kopf comes away with it. Plays it back down low. Samuelson's tied up, though, by Hagen. Still gets to the puck first. Dropped it back off, but no one there. Spicer in to help out. Spicer and Kopf digging for it now in the corner. Martin punches it around Owen Turner. Hagen racing to it. Plays it up the boards, but just out in front of Bardo. Shot from the point easily sticked away by Testino. Here's Sully Kopf down low. Owen Turner with a pass out in front, but he couldn't quite get it on the stick of Kopf. And this one will leave the zone. So the Dogs get a much-needed change on a long shift there to start the third. Passed way up ice. Kopf able to tip it into the zone, so no icing there. Strauss in behind the net, curls back. Leaves it for Poole, but Owen Turner's there. Poole shakes him off. Dodges Kopf, but he turns it over right at the blue line. Shot from the point broken up by Strauss, and he'll skate it back the other way. Looking way up ice, he's got Bigda on the stretch pass down the left wing side. He settles it, plays it up for Conway in the front. But a good stick there in front to break that one up. Back up top, Poole at the point. Shot is stick down, and the Tigers back the other way. Another good stick at center ice, though. Strauss able to break it up once again, and here comes Bigda the other way. Good defensive play there, but almost a bad turnover here. Conway with a shot just out in front. A few feet over the net, though. Missed opportunity there for Conway to extend the lead. Puck still in the zone. Blomqvist way up top looking for Kopf, and he'll chop it around Poole. No icing on the play as the Tigers get a change. Strauss regrouping behind his own net, playing way up ice, looking for Mazzaros. He fights through the check, still with control, trying to get it into the Clemson zone, but he'll pin it for a few seconds here as he waits for help. Good play by Conway to back him up, though. Conway into the corner. In alone, waiting for help. He's got Poole on the point. Shot from the point, tipped in front, he scores! A terrible bounce for the Tigers as Poole just floats one on net, and it went off the defender's skate. Leighton Poole puts the Dogs up by 2 in this third period.
Absolutely correct. I mean, that was going to go wide by probably a few feet from Poole, and instead it hits number 8 on Clemson, Lance Ralston, and it just goes off his skate, and his goalie couldn't track that, didn't expect a bounce like that from his own defender, and it just, I believe, 5 holes him and goes into the net, and now the Dogs lead 3-1.
They say good things happen when you put the puck on net, and Leighton Poole will definitely be doing that more often as he scores on a lucky bounce there. So the Dogs lead by 2 with 3 minutes gone in this third period. Pass up for Santa Maria. He'll skate it down the right wing side. Tries to make a move around Samuelson, but he stops him up. Drops it off. Here comes Govea, but a good pick there by Campbell. He sends Santa Maria back the other way. Santa Maria walking in, gets around Samuelson. He's taken down in the corner. Still with it is Santa Maria, though. Looking back door, looking for Burnett, but a good stick in front. Puck still loose in front. Campbell settles it. Shot turn around, but it was blocked. Dubose back the other way. Kept in the zone there by Puma. Another shot from the point. Rebound bouncing around in front as that one was blocked. McDonald fighting for it. Campbell helping him out, but Samuelson somehow avoids both of them. Bridges fights off the check from Methvin. Good reverse hit there from Bryant, pardon me. McDonald down the left wing side. His shot from the outside turned away. Crawford on the half wall. Plays it back, but it's taken away from him by O'Brien. Dropped off for Brucker. Up the boards. Good pinch there by Martin to keep it in the zone. Eberle fires it back in deep. Crawford in there to help out. Eberle digging for it, but Dubose comes away. O'Brien now intended for Schweitzer, but it's kept in the zone. Good stick there from Martin. Eberle in the corner walking out, and good chance there from David Eberle. Methvin takes his man into the boards. Eberle in to help him. Eberle with control in the corner now. Fights off the check of O'Brien. Walking out of the half wall. Eberle into the slot. Backhand shot turned away. Rebound. Methvin's stick was tied up. Good chance there from Eberle as he walked out uncontested. But here come the Tigers the other way. Here's Papa fighting through a check, but a good stick from Martin to punch it into the corner. O'Brien with control on the half wall, but it's taken away again by Martin. He'll fight it around the boards. Methvin there. Long shift for this forward unit of the Dogs as it's sent back in deep into the Dogs' corner. Martin will skate it up ice. Down the left wing side. Eberle punches it in, and the Dogs will get a full sail change. Brucker inside the Clemson zone, looking up ice. He's got Kopp. Steps around his man. Here's Hainold down the left wing side. Shot from the outside, way wide, went off of Poole. Strauss fires it around the boards, but Kopp first man there. Punch back in deep. Here's Chazar looking for a centering pass, but no one there. Gutman first man to it for Georgia. Nice move in his own zone. Floats it way out to center, but it's gloved down by Hainold. Here's Kopp, fights through Strauss, but a good defensive play there by Poole to take it away. Fights through the slash. Here comes Poole down the right wing side. Walking it into the corner. Shakes off the check from Kopp. Strong play there by Poole. Barta goes down in the corner. Poole still with it. Good check there on Carey. Poole still fighting for it. Bardo helping him out, but it's taken out. Good shot there from Spicer, but it's kicked away by Ralston. Ralston across for Hainold. He'll curl back. Pass intended for Chazar, but it's broken up by Strauss. Chazar forced to come back into his own zone. Spins away from Spicer. Nice move there. Here comes Samuelson. Fights through the check of Strauss. Samuelson into the slot. Shot just wide of the net. Great chance from the high slot there by Samuelson, but he just missed. Owen Turner in the corner. Centering pass into the skates of Testino, but he'll fall on it and cover.
Testino does a great job there, not only covering that puck, but communicating with his defenders, telling them to get out wide, give him some space so he can see the puck, and telling him who to cover, that he needs someone at the top, that they have a wide open shot, and then Testino with a good cover does a great job there all around. Having an amazing day. Great
awareness from Testino all day. And there's another example of that as this faceoff is won back by Conway, rimmed around the boards by Puma. Big up punches out. Here's Mazzaros on a breakaway. Mazzaros walking in. Saved by Kearney, and it's loose at the side of the net. He'll fall on it, and we'll get a whistle here. Good chance from Mazzaros on the half break, but looked like he didn't quite get the move that he wanted to do. He got outweighted by Kearney.
Yeah, I believe he wanted Kearney to make a move first, and that's typically not what you want to do when you're on a one-on-one with the goalie. He tries to get Kearney to commit, and he just doesn't, and it's too late for Mazzaros to get a real good shot in.
So a smart play by Kearney to just angle him to the outside. He'll keep this a 2-goal game. Here's Bryant looking up ice, far side for Bridges. It's kicked into the zone. Icing is waved off. Puma behind his own net, leaves it for Bigda. Up for Conway. Punched out to center ice looking for Mazzaros, but it just bounces over his stick. Burnett back out to center, but it's fighting through his Bridges. Good play there by Mazzaros at center ice. Bigda with it now. Over for Conway, 2-on-1. Conway and Mazzaros. Conway shoots way high of the net. And up and out of play.
That's a situation where you have to make the pass. The defender took the shot away, and I would have loved to see a pass to the trailing offenseman for the Ice Dawgs. I think he would have had a decent shot on goal. Instead, the shot just goes way high as he tries to lift it above the goalie's pads. And we will have a face-off to the right of Kearney.
Delay as the linesman grabs a fresh puck from the ice box. And McDonald wins the faceoff, back to Puma. Whiffs on the pass, but it's able to keep it in the zone. Here's McDonald in the high slot, trying to drop it off for Santa Maria on the back door, but it just goes wide of the stick. Campbell with a big check in the corner. McDonald stops it up at the point. Looking down low, Santa Maria behind the net. Trying to force it out in front, but it goes off the side of the net. McDonald able to recover, though. Back up top, Puma at the point. Fires it down into the corner over the stick of McDonald, though. Burnett chasing, punched around him, and here come the Tigers back the other way. Dovea, good back check there by Campbell to break it up. Santa Maria plays it over for McDonald. He fights through the check. McDonald with a strong play there. It's stuck in the feet of Ralston, and Ralston finally finds it. He'll play it out to center. Here's O'Brien. O'Brien stops up, nice pass. Shot from the high slot, turned away by Testino and fired the length of the ice. That was a good shot from Liam Clark, but a better save from Testino, but we'll get an icing here.
Testino with a good save off his blocker. Unable to cover it. That could have been very dangerous as it just kind of sat in front of the net. Luckily, an Ice Dawg able to just chuck it down the ice. And while that isn't icing, you definitely prefer that over giving up a garbage goal right in front of the net.
Testino with his 23rd save of the night. He stood very tall back there in the Georgia net. And he comes up big with another good save on a point-blank chance. Face-off one. Hainold with a quick shot off the draw, but it's blocked by Santa Maria. McDonald gloves it down and fires it right back down. This one should go for another icing. It's waved off. Crawford able to beat it out. Crawford into the corner, 1-on-3 as the Ice Dawgs in the middle of a change. Taken back. Hainold with a stretch pass. Good stick by Hagen, and he'll fight it back into the Clemson zone. Samuelson regrouping behind his own net. Plays it up for Kopf. Caught up in the feet of Gutman, and the pass way out in front of Chazar. Still bouncing around at center ice. Kopf and Hagen battling for it. Gutman couldn't quite punch it through Samuelson, so the Tigers will keep it at center. Good play there by Bardo, but Samuelson still comes up with it, and Chazar will dump it in behind the Dogs' net. Owen Turner fights through the check of Martin, but Hagen in to back him up. Still digging for it. Here's Sully Kopf up at the point. Nice move, cutting down into the circle. Shot blocked by Martin. Great defensive block there by the Dogs defenseman. Owen Turner up to the point. Here's Brucker. His pass broken up by Hagen, and this one will leave the zone. Oh, no, it won't. It's kept in by Kopf. Good play there. Kopf into the corner, shakes off the check, but Gutman able to take it away from him. The Dogs hemmed into their own zone right now as Gutman finally leaves with the puck. 3-on-2 for the Dogs. Gutman on the right wing side. Nice move. Shot just wide of the net as the stick goes flying into the goaltender. Hard check by Gutman. Strauss able to keep it in the zone. The Dogs in the middle of a change. Everly with a good stick there as he picks one off right off the bench. And he'll go into the corner himself. Dawgs still in the middle of a change. Methvin in to help out Everly. Bridges off the boards. He's upended by Crawford. Quick shot from the point. Just wide of the net. Methvin with it now for the Dogs. Plays it in behind the net. Crawford. Looking out front. Trying to get Methvin, but it's good stick there. Still loose in front. And it's finally cleared. Bridges will get it out to center ice, but Poole will take it right back in. And it's punched deep into the Clemson zone. Just over halfway gone through this third period. The Dogs lead by 2. Long stretch pass. Here comes Govea. Down the right wing side. Shot blockered by Testino, and he'll hold on to it and get a whistle.
And let's talk about Eberle. Eberle, while he's not in any major part of the stat sheet, of course, no goals or assists for him, he has been amazing today. He really lays a lot of hits and is a more offensive player when considering the hit factor. Despite not really being that big of a stature, he's really kind of set the tone for the Ice Dawgs on how they want to skate aggressively and be aggressive. He's done a great job tonight.
Really a strong presence on the ice physically and defensively tonight. Big part of how the Dogs have protected this lead, as Conway will pull it out to center ice and float it down into the opposite corner. No icing on the play. Down in behind the net. Here's Carey. Plays it up for Bryant, but a good stick there by Conway. He couldn't keep the second chance in, though. And Govea will get control inside his own blue line. Up for Bridges, and he'll play it down into the Georgia zone and get a change. Poole behind the net, over for Strauss. Bigda circles back. Bigda up ice, Poole. Pass intended for Conway, broken up by Hainold, and he'll float it back in behind the Georgia goal. Chazar behind the net. Looking for someone out on the half wall, but a good stick there by Conway. Broken up in front. Chazar couldn't get a shot away. Good stick there by Poole in front of the net. Still fighting for the puck, Mazzaros and Hainold. Poole goes off the glass. It hits Mazzaros on its way out, though. Still in the zone. Good keep by Hainold there as it finally leaves. Conway will skate it down himself, and the Dogs will get a change. Nice move by Conway to the outside. Stops up, waits for help. Nice move, pass across for Campbell, but he couldn't settle the pass. This puck goes back out to center. Burnett over to Campbell. Looking for Burnett on the back door, but it bounced off a man in front. Santa Maria with a nice move behind the net. Still fighting for it. He's got 2 guys on him. Campbell helping out. Santa Maria with a shot from the side of the net, turned away. Chazar will skate it out. He's hounded by Santa Maria. Long stretch pass. Here's Kopf. Puma back. Good stick there by Puma to break that one up. And McDonald will punch it back out to center. Brucker over to Blomqvist. He takes a check at the blue line by Campbell. He stood up. So the Kopf, good shot from the outside, turned away by Testino. Second chance. Testino without a stick in the goal now. As Gutman skates that over to him. Shot from the point. Brooker tipped in front just wide of the net. Owen Turner on the half wall, back up top. Another shot tipped in front just wide. Burnett to Campbell, looking for McDonald on the pass just out of the zone. This one will go all the way down. Icing is waved off. McDonald beats it out. Couple of close calls for the Dogs on that last part of the shift as McDonald goes down hard behind the Clemson goal. He looks to be okay, though. Martin shakes the check from Owen Turner. Skating up ice. Stretch pass looking for Bardo, but just out in front. Almost a break there for the Dogs forward. Bardo skating in. Fights through the check. Spicer there. Up top, Hagen. Shot from the point, just whiffs on it, though. Good play by Bridges to break it up. Off the glass, intended for Govea, but a good play by Hagen to recover, and he'll fire it back down. Samuelson whiffs on the pass. Bardo there. Gutman at the side of the net, looking out in front. Over to Spicer. Bardo couldn't get the shot away. Gutman still with control at the side of the net. In behind the net now. Gutman back up top, but Bridges able to break it up, and he'll just dump it in for the Tigers. Martin in his own zone. Plays it over for Hagen. Long stretch pass, but a good stick there by Ralston to keep it in. Martin breaks up the centering pass attempt. Herbert Kopf digging with Martin now. Gutman in to help him out. Bryant, but Gutman comes away with it. trying to get it out of the zone, and he does, so the Dogs will get a much-needed change in the forward unit. Across for Kopf. Out to center, good stick by Mazzaros to break that one up, and he'll fire it down into the Clemson zone. Big to first man to it. He's chased by Carey, centering pass for Mazzaros, but he couldn't get a shot away. Still fighting for it, out for Chazar, but just behind him, Poole will dump it right back into the zone. Carey behind his own net, rimmed around the boards. Haynold there, off the glass, but Poole able to stop it. Shot from the point. And it looked like Kearney didn't quite get a glove on it. Bigda tries to step into one, gets a shot away, but it goes wide. 5 minutes left to go in this third period. Carey in the corner, looking up ice, but right to the Dogs defenseman. A little miscommunication from Poole and Strauss, but no harm there as it gets back into the Clemson zone. Brucker rims it around the boards. Mazzaros there for the Dogs. Kopf off the glass, but a good glove there by Strauss to keep it in. Down low, Mazzaros once again. Looking for someone in front, but no one's there. Strauss able to keep it in once again, but he takes a hard check at the point and will finally get a whistle.
Finally get a whistle. Put the oxygen mask on, Torin. You're going to need it if you want to keep speaking, but Ice Dawgs are doing a great job here controlling the puck, controlling the zone time. That's really what you want to do when you're up 2 goals. You really just want to keep control of the puck. You don't need to do too much. While scoring a goal is great, what's most important is making sure Clemson doesn't have the chance to score.
The Dogs in lead protection mode. You see them dump it in and chase with this 1-2-1 forecheck here. Good pinch there by Bigda to hem it in. Conway out in front in the slot looking for Mazzaros on the back door. Conway still with it. Mazzaros down low, drops it back off for Conway. But it's broken up, and the Tigers will go back the other way. Long stretch pass looking for Kopf. It's on net, though, so no icing. Testino will cover and get a whistle.
Testino just playing safe there with the cover. Doesn't want to let anything go through him and doesn't want to create a costly turnover. Here we're going to see an important face-off as there are only 4 minutes left in the game. The Ice Dawgs sending out another line with Eberle in it, who's laying a lot of hits. Let's see if he stays as aggressive and is able, with his teammates, to keep this lead.
Face-off to the left of Testino inside the Georgia zone. And it's won cleanly by Eberle. Big defensive face-off win there. Methvin with speed trying to beat out the icing, and he does. Excellent hustle there from Methvin. Dubos in, Crawford in to help out Methvin. Eberle still fighting for it now. Kopf able to come away with it finally. And the Tigers will skate it back out. Kopf down the left wing side, forced to the outside by Burnett. Good defensive play. Methvin on the back check, takes Kopf into the boards. Crawford in to help. Still digging for it now. 2 guys aside from each team. Out in front, Kopf with a shot, saved by Testino, and he'll hold on to it. Close call there, as Kopf tried to sneak one under that blocker side arm, but Testino squeezed it.
Very close call. I'm not even sure Testino knew he had it. He looked behind him like it went into the goal, but it does get stuck in his blocker, I believe, and they're able to pull it out, and what a good save from Testino, who is having a wonderful night. I have him down for 27 saves, having a wonderful night, and really keeping the UGA Ice Dawgs in this game.
Face-off to Testino's right. Another big defensive face-off here for the Dogs. And it's won cleanly again by McDonald. So the Dogs' face-off woes seem to have been solved in this third period as they win another one there. Santa Maria will float it out to center. Campbell there. Big check at center ice on Blomqvist. Puck back in behind the Georgia goal. Burnett off the glass. Not quite out, though. Santa Maria still fighting for it. Big check right in front of the bench, Campbell. And Santa Maria will skate it out. Nice move around Blomqvist, but he couldn't quite beat the second man. Govea drops it back off for Samuelson. Under 3 minutes left to go in the third period. We'll keep an eye on Kearney back in the Clemson goal. Nice pass by Campbell. Here's Mazzaros. He'll just dump it in on net, and Kearney will freeze it.
And I mean, hockey is always somewhat of a chess game too. You gotta question when Kearney is going to be leaving the goal in order to put another man on for Clemson so that they can try and come back from this 2-point deficit. You really don't know when. I mean, they could question. They're having some decent offensive pressure, but just not enough. I would suspect we see him come off in about 45 seconds, if not before then. As soon as they get the puck on the other side of the ice, I'm sure we might see him leave.
So timeout Clemson here as they'll discuss likely what we have just been talking about.
Ice Dawgs have done a very good job today. Clock is still running in the arena, so I'm sure we are going to have another ref interruption to fix the clock. Oh, I believe that's the timeout clock. Never mind. But we have had a lot of interaction with the refs today, have we not?
There have been a lot of stoppages. The teddy bear toss first took about 5 minutes to clean up, and then some confusion with the clock at the beginning of the second period.
Yeah.
So
with a false start. This clock is also wrong in the arena for the timeout, so I don't know what is going on. But if I could give a third star right now, I might give it to the refs. They've been very interesting this game. Not even just with holding up the game, but they seem to be in the way of a puck a lot, causing a lot of offensive zone time to continue when teams have been trying to clear. But going to the Ice Dawgs and what they've really done well this game, while they've scored 3 goals, they've really done well defensively. Some of their goals are kind of cheap with Pool's shot being knocked in, but you'll take those any day. With over 25 shots on goal, as many as you can get is really what you want to see. The biggest indicator of a team winning the game is usually beating shots on goal of the other team. So great job there, and of course, great job on defense. They've just been skating aggressively, skating hard, and being physical, something they know they have the advantage in, and doing a great job utilizing it.
So 2:33 left to go as the faceoff is to the left of Kearney. Like we said, we'll keep an eye on him as the puck goes back the other way. Face-off won by the Tigers, but Gutman with a good poke check there to get it away. Bardo at the side of the net looking for Spicer. Good pass there, but Spicer couldn't get a shot away up top. Martin with a shot. Saved by Kearney, and he'll hold on to it. Couple of quick chances for the Dogs on that face-off.
And I mean, Clemson really here is looking to win a face-off and just dump it into the Georgia zone. I assume as soon as they can get the puck on the other side of the ice, they're going to take out Kearney and put in another forward.
So another face-off from that left side of Kearney. This time won by the Dogs. Martin at the point fires it in, but it hit Gutman. Samuelson comes away with it, trying to float it out to center. Good stick from Spicer to get it down. Here's Kopf turning back. Samuelson with it, looking up ice. Dubos. And Kearney is on the move. So 6-on-5 here. Chazar stops up, looking at the side of net. He scores! Not sure who put it in. It looks like Chazar from the side of the net took a weird bounce. So the Tigers pull within 1 with just under 2 minutes left to go. Plenty of time for them.
Yeah, now we have a real game. I mean, it was already close, both these teams playing hard, and now we're going to see probably Kearney come out a little bit later now. He'll probably stay in a little bit longer. But we are probably going to see another 6-on-5 situation here soon, and they just converted on 1. While that 6th player was not really involved.
I'm not even sure Kearney made it to the bench before they put that puck in.
Someone's got to put a body on Chazar. He has both their goals, and they've been pretty wide open shots, even if they bounce in weirdly.
Good face-off win by the Dogs here. Bigda will pin it in deep. The Dogs will look to keep it in the Clemson zone as much as possible, but Chazar will skate it out. We're looking at Kearney. He's coming to the bench now. Chazar stepping into the slot. Shot from the high slot, turned away. Looks like it might have just gone wide of Testino. This one finally leaves the zone. Mazzaros couldn't get a stick on it. Kopf upended. Puck still bouncing around in front of the penalty boxes here. Still loose. Contested puck in the neutral zone, and it's fired back down into the Clemson zone. No icing on the play.
The Ice Dawgs know if they can get a turnover in the neutral zone, they can pretty much put that puck in guaranteed and get this 4-2 win.
Up to Hainold. Stretch pass, no one there, looking for Samuelson. And it's back off the boards and down, but this one should be icing. So 56 seconds left to go, and a big face-off coming up here inside the Georgia zone. Perhaps the biggest of the game.
I think you're exactly right, and I think whoever wins this face-off, if it's won cleanly, either the Tigers or the Dogs, you're going to see a quick shot from either team. but we will have a timeout.
So timeout, Georgia will step aside for a second.
A little bit surprised with the line the Ice Dawgs are sending out here. While it is their best in most cases, Eberle's had an amazing night on the faceoff, so I'm not sure he's lost one. I would have considered putting Eberle in there just to win this faceoff. I think he is 5 faceoff wins with no losses.
Well, from this side of the ice, though, the Dogs want this puck to go into the corner, so you want a righty to take this faceoff. Eberle, as a lefty, would be winning it back towards the net, so we'll see where Mazzaros goes with this one as he squares up with Chazar. Face-off won by Chazar Samuelson at the point. 6-on-5 here, shot bouncing around in the high slot. Bigda with it at the point, able to punch it right out to center ice. Conway back over to Bigda on the blue line, fires it, but a good block there by Kopp at his own blue line. Bigda chops it back in deep, 40 seconds left to go here. Mazzaros in behind the Clemson net. Kopp looking up ice, bad bounce, almost went in to the yawning cage. Mazzaros will pin it and kill a few more seconds here.
Good job, Mazzaros. Keep that puck in.
That's a smart play to take some time off the clock. 25 seconds left to go in the third. Bigda fires it back in. Dubos stops it up. Looking up ice, 15 seconds. The Tigers better hurry. Mazzaros back at center. Good stop there. He'll punch it back in. 10 seconds left to go. No icing on the play. Dubos in behind his own net. 5 seconds. 2 seconds, and that will do it here. The Dogs win a close one, 3-2 over the Clemson Tigers. So they hold on and keep the lead and improve their win streak to 9 in a row. Another good win here for the Dogs. Their next game will be on Sunday at 5 o'clock versus Coastal Carolina back in Athens. For Joe Kopp Show, I've been Torrin Smith. Stick around for some post-game thoughts. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for joining us for tonight's presentation of UGA Ice Dawgs hockey. The Dogs win and keep the win streak alive at 9 with a big 3-2 victory over the Clemson Tigers. And now I'll send it over to Joe for the 3 stars of the game.
And what a big victory it was. Last time winning 5-4, now 3-2. It's been some close games. And that has been thanks to our 3-star, at least tonight, Testino. Testino had around 28 saves, and while he did let up 2, an amazing performance. He'll take that every day. It seemed like he saw the puck really well, saw it into his glove, had a few sticks, and some off the blocker as well. And of course, to give credit to Clemson, Chazar, their goal scorer for both scores, was great. He's been great all season, scoring the most for them. He's been great assisting and great scoring. And UGA really saw that he was a problem tonight. And while they did take him out most of the game, he did a really good job scoring those 2 goals. And finally, our number 1 star has to go to Leighton Poole. He had an assist on the first goal in which Conway scored. And then, of course, he scored what would be the game-clinching goal when he shot from the blue line, and it ended up going off a Clemson defender. And that led to the victory tonight, Torrin.
So the Dogs keep the streak alive, and they'll look to extend it once again on Sunday. We'll get the day off tomorrow. A big sports day in the U.S. tomorrow. We've got World Cup at 10 and a big football game at Georgia, so we know what all the players will be doing around 4 p.m. tomorrow. But they'll get their rest and be right back at it on Sunday at 5. So we'll see you then. For Joe Kopp Show, I've been Torrin Smith. Thanks for joining us.